We're back at Condor Cove with the second half about to commence. Condors and the Raiders. The Raiders raided on the Condor Parade in the first half with a barrage of three-pointers and offensive rebounds, and they were able to create some points off of turnovers. That is something that the Condors are going to be looking to change the fortunes of as we go into the second half of action. Coming to you out of Oxnard.
Looks like they better get a hold on the defense because they're scoring up and giving up points easily on both sides, and they can't come back with a big three-point shot. They have to go inside, make twos, and start chunking at the lead a little bit better.
57-34.
One of the big terrorists for the Raiders was number 4 Joshua Brooks, along with the three-point shooting of Larry Bush. It was the Killer Bees who really put a sting into the Condors as we start the second half of action. The Condors will be going right to left this time. Inbound courtesy of number 1 Robert Martinez. Gives it over to Nunnery. Nunnery, number 12, gets it over to Ford Dixon. And now we have Edwards, DeAndre Edwards, working on the right, working toward midcourt. Gets the ball over right side to Dixon. Dixon over to Nunnery. And Nunnery over to Martinez. Martinez back over to Edwards. Here's a 23-footer around the rim and off. No good. Offensive rebound grabbed by Martinez. Martinez to Edwards. Edwards working against number 12. That's Jeremiah Gray. That ball out towards the midcourt stripe and then gets it over to Nunnery. Down low to Dixon. Left baseline over to DeAndre, who's alley-oop 6-footer. No good. Defensive rebound. Reggie Dixon. He gets it back out to 23. 23 as we start the third quarter is Larry Bush. And now here's a shot off the glass, no good. 6-footer, no good. Slam dunk attempted by Dixon, no good. And we have Nunnery getting the ball over to Edwards, and Edwards has the ball over to Martinez. Martinez left baseline over to Dixon. 16-footer travels 18 feet, and air ball by 2. Jeremiah Gray with the ball over to number 10. Dribble drive in the lane. We have a collision, and a foul is called on number 12. That is Terrence Nunnery, and I believe that's his third of the half. That's his third of the game, and the first for the team in the second half. Moorpark will have the ball.
For the Condors, number 42, Carlos Gomez.
The Condor substitution is Carlos Gomez, 42, as the ball comes into Dixon. Dixon working against number 4. Down low to Brooks, dribble drive, 360 spin, bank it off the glass from 5 and in. The 59th point of the game for the Raiders. Edwards, Martinez back to Edwards up top, right sideline, over to Nunnery. Here's a three-pointer straight away, front of the rim, short. Offensive rebound, grabbed by Lopez. Left baseline over to Edwards. Shoots the three-pointer from 20, 2 feet too long. Defensive rebound is grabbed by 10. Ahead to 23 Bush. Lay it up off the glass and in left-handed. Larry Bush with 2 more. And the Raiders with a 61-34 advantage. Now here is Martinez dribbling against Brooks. Brooks gets the ball stripped away in the back court. Straight away, comes into the front court against Martinez. 6-footer off the glass, left side of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, grabbed by 10, no good. Tip underneath. Here is Brooks throwing ahead. Lopez throwing ahead to Nunnery. 6-footer under the lane, good. Low right. That is number 12 Nunnery putting the ball in. Terrence Nunnery. This is Jeremiah. The ball over to number 12. He got the ball ripped away by Dixon. And this is Brooks Lopez dribbling underneath the basket. Got the ball knocked away. Knocked down from behind. And here's a foul as Lopez was headed to the basket. And that was number 4 Brooks with the foul, as in Joshua Brooks. Condors inbound underneath the basket. That was Martinez. Over to Nunnery. This is Lopez with the 23-footer. Nope, short by about 2 feet. Defensive rebound is grabbed by Reggie Dixon. Dixon with the ball over to 23. Larry Bush. Larry Bush working against Lopez. Got the ball stripped away. Got it back. Up high, up top is number 10 dribbling. And we're going to have a reset of the shot clock by referee's decision. And this will reset the clock now as Moorpark will inbound right side. Number 10, Shaquille Moore, will be the inbounder, timeline right. They are going left to right. Are the Raiders. Number 12 has the ball. That's Jeremiah Gray. Left baseline, over to Shaquille Nixon. Over to Shaquille. Shaquille shot the ball. Shaquille Moore, not Nixon, but Shaquille Moore with the shot. He airballed it on the left sideline from 18. Now 42 has the ball for the Condors. This is 3. Edwards back over to 12 Nunnery. 42 with the ball now. That is Carlos Gomez. Over to Edwards. Edwards, foul line jumper. Nixon, 15-footer, no good. Here's a defensive rebound. It's slapped by number 12. That's Jeremiah Gray. And it's given over to number 10. Coming into the front court, Shaquille Moore. Shaquille Moore. Over to 23, Larry Bush. Larry Bush. Over to Shaquille Moore. Back over to Dixon. Brooks. And now the ball is knocked away and stolen. Here's a throw ahead of the court. Long lead. A pass is put in by DeAndre Edwards. He lays it in off the glass. He is definitely the star for the Condors, and thank God they brought him to the game tonight. 23 with the ball for the Raiders. That's Larry Bush. Larry Bush over to number 10. Shaquille Moore shoots the three-pointer, no good. Straight away, the defensive rebound grabbed by Lopez. Over to Edwards. Edwards, fake right, go left, drive down the left side. Glass, front of the rim, banks it in. DeAndre Edwards. I think he's trying to get himself a candy bar tonight.
Somebody please pick up those ankles right now. They just got broken.
This is Reggie Dixon. Throws it up off the glass and in low right. The underhand ladle shot from 6 feet away. Reggie Dixon with the layup. Here is Jeremiah, or make it. This is Edwards, DeAndre Edwards, throwing it underneath the basket to Nunnery. 6-footer, no good, around the rim and off. Defensive rebound grabbed by Dixon, and Dixon was fouled from behind. Looked like 42 got him. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked like 42, Carlos Gomez.
Fouls on the Condors, number 42, Carlos Gomez.
So Carlos Gomez now has his first personal, and it is a second team foul. There have been no fouls assessed against the Raiders.
Outlook pass.
The inbound goes to number 10 over to 23. And this is 23 with the 23-footer, no good. Larry Bush.
Edwards bringing the ball up out of Lancaster High School.
DeAndre Edwards gets the ball over to Robert Martinez. Shoots a 22-footer, timeline right. It's good. Robert Martinez hits the shot. This is a full timeout by the Condors. That was a 6-foot freshman, 145 out of Santa Clara. The freshman makes a three-pointer. We have a timeout on the field with the score. The Raiders 63, the Condors 43. This is KD Sports Basketball.
Got to cut that 20-point deficit somehow. Start playing some hard-nosed defense and get in there. Got to get dirty sometimes. I see Edwards probably going to Division I or II school. He looks pretty good.
Anything you can do to help.
Indeed he does.
So it would be much appreciated.
Making sweet music like the team at the Guitar Center will do. They're proud to support Oxnard men and women's basketball games, and they offer the guaranteed lowest price. And they also have 18-month financing available on all purchases. The Guitar Center buys, sells, and trades used gear. So bring that old music gear to the store and see what they can work out for you. Did you know that Guitar Center also has a great band, orchestra, and rental program? They do. Give them a call. Tell them the broadcasting team at the Oxnard Condors sent you. Here's another reminder for you regarding the Oxnard County Tri-County Century. The Tri-County Century is a member of the West Coast Black Publishers Association, National Newspaper Publishers Association, and the California Publishers Association. The Oxnard-based Tri-County Century newspaper primarily highlights current local, regional, and national news. Call 805-983-0015 for more information. The Tri-County Century. Here's the inbound coming in to number 12 for the Raiders. Condors are going to go to the full court press. This is 23 going against DeAndre Edwards. That's Larry Bush. Now he's being picked up by Martinez. Number 1 has the ball now. That's Jarrell Harris. Left baseline over to the shooter who lays up a finger roll on the left side, a 3-foot finger roll by number 12. That was Jeremiah Gray. Have coffee and donuts with that finger roll.
Beautiful execution right there. Just drove it in, no problems.
And George Gervin would have been proud of that one. Number 3. This is DeAndre Edwards coming off a screen by Lopez. On the other end, hits a 16-footer. You better believe it. He hits the 18-foot shot on that end. And now we have Dixon, who tried to go up with the shot, and he was hit by number 4. That was Deshaun Dixon. His first personal, the team's third of the half.
Reggie Dixon shooting 2.
Reggie was in the act of shooting, Reggie Dixon, so he will go to the line for 2 free throws. With the score 65-45 in favor of the Raiders. Reggie right hands a free throw through the net. It is his first attempt, and he will come back with the second one.
Got 2 free throw shots right here. They're just trying to play a little more hard-nosed ball. Sometimes you got to foul to do that. And he makes the second one.
So a deuce made by Reggie Dixon. Austin Powell is in now for Moorpark as the Condors bring the ball back up. That is DeAndre Edwards. Robert Martinez gets the ball over to Nunnery. Nunnery, number 12, over to Edwards. Edwards over to 42. That is Carlos Gomez. Gomez over to Edwards. Got the ball stripped away in the backcourt. It's thrown ahead to the Raider going down court, and he laid it off the glass. Didn't draw iron. The defensive rebound is long leaded ahead over to DeAndre Edwards. The ball knocked away from Dixon, and it was knocked away by number 12. So the Condors will retain possession as Jeremiah Gray knocked the ball away.
I like what he was thinking on that pass right there. Look underneath, get the easy shot.
67-45 is the score. The inbound goes over to 42 Carlos Gomez, who throws over to DeAndre Edwards. DeAndre's 21-footer rimming no, left sideline. The defensive rebound is grabbed by number 21. That was Austin Howell. He gets it over to the man who brings it into the front court. That's 23 Larry Bush. Larry Bush, a spin move on Gomez. Here's a dribble drive by number 3. The underhand two-hand ladle shot. Good on the right baseline by 23. That's Larry Bush.
Looks like
with
the
shot.
defense was there too. It just went in.
The 6-footer is good. And now we have Nunnery with the 23-footer, no good. Back iron long, the offensive rebound is retained by the Condors. That was Robert Martinez with the offensive rebound. Number 3 has the ball, gets it over to 12. That was Terrence Nunnery. Now Gomez, right sideline, over to Edwards, shoots a 3-pointer, back iron long, no good. The defensive rebound is grabbed by number 10, who was fouled by number 1 for the Condors. Number 10 got the defensive rebound, Shaquille Moore. But we have a white foul by number 4, Deshaun Nixon, his second, the team's third. So 3 team fouls. There was one foul I thought assessed against the Raiders in this half. I thought that Dixon had a foul earlier, but Dixon actually shot 2 free throws.
Called by the Condors, 30-second timeout.
This is a 30-second timeout called by the Condors. We have a timeout on the field with the score.
Time is evaporating on the Condors right now. They need to step up and get in this game ASAP.
Yeah. 69-45 is the score. We have a quick reminder for you that a British study found that one smile can boost your mood as much as 2,000 bars of chocolate. But which do you think your dentist would recommend? Well, Dr. Peary has a cure for that. He and the staff at Peary Dentistry in Oxnard, California welcome you and your family to our general dentistry practice specializing in both general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Peary has more than 25 years of experience in treating patients of all ages. From children to the elderly, and all general emergency appointments are given priority appointments. Call us at 805-483-9537. Number 12 inbounds the ball for the Raiders. Number 12 gets it in, and we have a steal by Gomez, who got the shot blocked underneath by number 12. Great shot block underneath the basket. Number 12, that was Jeremiah Gray. However, the Condors retain possession, and they do so with Robert Martinez. Martinez with the ball over to number 12, Terrence Nunnery. Up top to Gomez. Gomez, Carlos. Carlos Gomez with the ball over to Jeremiah. Make it over to DeAndre Edwards shoots the 19-footer just inside the three-point line and hits it, 69-47. Number 10 throws the ball to one of the fans out here, getting the people into the game. That was number 1 with the pass to the invisible receiver, Jarrell Harris. We have a timeout called on the field. Moorpark has called a timeout. It is a full timeout this time by Moorpark. With the score 69-47. This is Katie Sports coverage of Oxnard Condor basketball from the Cove in Oxnard, California.
And the game tonight is the Coaches versus Cancer fundraiser game.
Dude's awesome, right? Dude's awesome, right?
The Cancer Research Foundation. We appreciate anything you can donate tonight. Buckets are at the front entrance. We thank you for any and all donations you can give.
Here's a quick reminder, too, also that the Community Advocacy Coalition believes in educating, engaging, and empowering you. Let them do that for you and the community. Give them a call anytime at 984-2468. The CAC educates, engages, and empowers.
Look up the stats on that dude. Let me see this one. Which one? Let me look at his stats. Where's your man? Bringing the ball in, full court press is going on right now. They're trying to come back in here.
Carlos Gomez inbounds, timeline left back court, over to DeAndre Edwards. DeAndre gets the ball over to Nunnery, number 12. 12 over to Martinez. Robert Martinez is number 1. Back over to DeAndre Edwards, working against number 1. He got the ball stolen in the backcourt. Dribbling down the middle of the field is number 1. The finger roll underneath the basket is good. On the transition, Jarrell Harris. And now a steal, and the inbound is knocked away. We have bodies everywhere. 1st and 10. The ball knocked away in the backcourt left side. And that was Robert Martinez.
Getting rough out there, guys. Feel a little tension on the court. Inner city rivalries usually have that going on.
Jeremiah Gray.
Blood, gore, and guts. Jeremiah Gray got the foul, by the way. His second and the team's first of the half. This is the second half, by the way. We're coming to you live out of Condor Cove. The inbound is to Robert Martinez. Over to DeAndre Edwards. Here is Martinez hitting a 25-foot jump shot from the left sideline. He yokes it, and it's 71-50. Here comes the full court press. The inbound pass was nearly stolen by Gomez, but it gets to number 12, Jeremiah Gray. Jeremiah Gray will bounce it up top to number 10. That is Shaquille Moore, who throws it right baseline over to number 2, who hits a three-pointer from the right baseline. Number 2 drills the three-pointer. That was Justin Eisen.
That's his second one. He's got a nice shot.
Justin Eisen with the three-pointer for your eyes only.
Beautiful stroke.
Now Nunnery wants to counter on the other end and does. Nunnery shoots it right over Shaquille Nixon. That was number 12, Terrence Nunnery. And now another full court press applied by the Condors. Here's a long lead pass ahead to number 1. Draws the contact, throws up the 6-footer and gets hit and fouled. He banks it in off the glass. Number 1 drills it in.
He just won't be denied tonight. It looks like he's going strong.
Jarrell Harris gets it up off the China.
Number 42, Carlos Gomez.
Carlos Gomez with the foul, his second, and it's the 5th team foul now for the Condors.
At the line for Moorpark, number 1, Jarrell Harris.
Jarrell Harris is going to be shooting the continuation free throw.
See if he can make it count.
Goes with that 4-bounce dribble. And rims it off.
Doesn't get the shot.
The defensive rebound is grabbed this time by Terrence Nunnery.
At this point, it looks like they're padding the scoreboard.
DeAndre throws it down low to Gomez, who got hit on the arm and fouled. And let's see who they will call the foul on this time.
Great pass right there.
Foul is on Moorpark, number
The Moorpark foul is on number 21. That is Austin Howell.
First personal.
It is his first personal and the second team foul, so the Condors will have the ball inbounded. It is Edwards throwing the ball over to Edwards. Terrence Nunnery hits the three-pointer over the outstretched arms of 32 Brandon Hill from 20 feet away left baseline. It is a three-point shot, 76-56. Condors and the Raiders. And here's the ball going over to 32, right side, over to 12. That is Jeremiah Gray. Throws it back over to number 1, Jarrell Harris. Here's a bounce down low right, block. And now a pass, shot from the three-point range. It's good. That is Terrence Gray. Jeremiah Gray, number 12, hit the three-pointer from the right baseline. And now we have a fake shot. It's actually a pass that was intercepted by the D-back, number 21. That was Austin Howell for the Raiders over to 32. Left baseline, here's another three-point attempt. Shot, no good. It was shot by number 12. That was Jeremiah Gray. And that was DeAndre Edwards who got the rebound. Robert Martinez over to DeAndre, down low to number 4, Deshaun Nixon, who left-hands a shot off the glass from 5 feet away. He banked it in. And now
Full court press is going hard.
Yes, another full court press. And number 21 goes up and in. And we have Gomez challenging the shot of number 21, Austin Howell, on the low right block. And he got fouled.
Might be biting them in the rear, though. They keep scoring off that full court press. They might want to get back on defense. But I know the time is really running out, so they have to try other measures.
Speaking of measures, looks like the Raiders got it to their tallest player on that one, who threw it out to the shooting guard who shot a 22-footer, no good. We've got DeAndre Edwards banking it off the glass from 3 feet away, dribble driving all the way and laying it in around the defense of number 12, Jeremiah Gray, and number 1, who was Jarrell Harris. And we have the ball handler going up in the air, getting the ball knocked out of his hand by Dixon, and we have a foul. The foul was applied against number 2. Justin Eisen was attempting a dribble drive to the basket.
See if the Condors can get within a 10-point deficit. They might try to make it a game at the end.
Justin Eisen will try to pad that lead of 19 points. He rimmed.
He's unlucky on that one.
Yes, rimmed it out, in and out. Tight rim. Missed it. So he'll try a second one now. They're in. He was in the act of shooting and missed the first one, so he's going to get a second foul here. And the foul shot attempt is good. It was put in by Eisen. If you ever meet him on the street, he is known as number 2, Justin Eisen. This is DeAndre Edwards with a left-hand layup. Laying it in off the glass. Isaiah Thomas would have been proud of that one.
He plays like he's 6'5".
Yes, here's the inbound pass. It's stolen by 12 Nunnery, and Nunnery going up with the double clutch 8-footer. No good. He was fouled. And
Foul is called on Moorpark,
number 2, Justin Eisen.
First personal, third team foul.
Got the foul assessed to his ledger. It is the third foul of the night. Make it this half. The third foul of this half for the Raiders. We have number 12 going to the line for 2, Terrence Nunnery. Shoots the shot off the front of the rim and off. We're going to have some substitutions coming in. Substitutions abound for Moorpark. 2 and 21 are out for the Raiders. So 21, Austin Howell is out, along with number 2, his teammate, Justin Eisen. Here's the free throw by Nunnery. He shoots and makes it. We have 12, Jeremiah Gray inbounding the ball over to 23, who throws it over to number 10, and the ball knocked away. Right sideline for the Condors. That was number 22, who was playing the defense, Eric Zambrano. So Eric Zambrano now is going to have a foul assessed. His first. It is the team's 7th. And now that they are in the penalty, Moorpark will be shooting free throws. Shaquille Moore will be shooting the 1-and-1. He is number 10. Right-handed free throw shooter. Here's the first one. It's up and good. It's good. shooting off the edge of his tiptoes and nestles it through the cord, making it 81-63 in favor of the Raiders. And now we have Shaquille Moore shooting his second free throw. This one hits off the front of the rim and bounces off to the left and goes right into the awaiting arms of number 23. The offensive rebound by Larry Bush. Over to number 15. Dixon with the high arch jump hook of 6, no good, back iron long. The defensive rebound is grabbed by Zambrano, 22, Eric Zambrano. It goes over to number 3. Number 3 dribbling against 23, and now Robert Martinez with a dribble drive in the lane, weaves his way in and banks it in off the glass from 3 feet away. Robert Martinez with his 5th point of the half, 81-65, the lead of 16. Now this is Shaquille Moore getting the ball over to Dixon. Reggie Dixon back over to number 1. Number 1 back over to Shaquille Dixon. And Shaquille throws it left baseline over to the Raider, number 12, who hits the shot. Jeremiah Gray hits a 3-pointer, and then a long lead pass down on the other end, scoring off the low right block. That is Terrence Nunnery scoring and racing down court, making the transition basket, immediately eradicating the 3-pointer that was put in by Jeremiah Gray.
Looks like Jeremiah Gray has an outside shot as well as mad hops.
Coming up,
Saw the dunk earlier, the only dunk of the game, as a matter of fact.
tip-off, approximately 7 o'clock.
Ladies and gentlemen, women's competition will be coming your way here from the Condor Cove at 7 p.m. It'll be the same Oxnard Condors, the ladies division, versus the Lady Condors of Moorpark. Make it the Lady Raiders of Moorpark, the Lady Raiders of Moorpark. They'll be playing the Lady Condors of Oxnard. That's a 7 o'clock game coming your way immediately at the conclusion of this one, 84-67. After a 57-point half by Moorpark, they have 27 points here in the second half. All right, here's the inbound coming to 23. Jeremiah Gray throws it left baseline over to number 1. Number 1 dribbling, and he throws a pass underneath the basket, and the ball was knocked away. That was Reggie Dixon who got fouled underneath the basket, and we have a foul called against the Condors. Get me the number of the player that just committed the foul. The first free throw by Dixon was shot and back iron long, no good. Joshua Brooks is now in the game for Moorpark. Number 4, Joshua Brooks, is in for Moorpark. Here's the second free throw. It is up and good by Reggie Dixon. Reggie Dixon puts the ball through, giving the Raiders their 85th point of the game against 67 for the Condors. And now we have DeAndre dribbling up top. Head fake, underhand scoop, 6-footer around and in. It feels the steal and takes a kneel. DeAndre Edwards. Here's Reggie Dixon. Inbounds the ball over to Jeremiah Gray, back to Dixon. Left sideline, over to number 23. And down low to Dixon. His 6-footer rimming around the rim and off. Defensive rebound is grabbed by number 4. That's Deshaun Nixon. Deshaun Nixon over to Robert Martinez. Right sideline over to Nunnery. Nunnery's 23-footer. Right side of the rim, no good. Defensive rebound grabbed by Brooks. Brooks dribble drive. Kick down low. Over to Dixon. Dixon left-hand layup around the rim and off. In and out. No good.
See if they can cut it to 10 right here.
They have a chance to cut it to 10 if they can score this time down. Here is a foul underneath, a foul way out, about 25 feet away from the basket. That was 23. Larry Bush.
Cut it down. A couple more possessions, they'll cut it down to at least 10. They got about 5 more minutes to do so.
It's down to 16 right now at 85-69. We have the 4th team foul that was assessed against Moorpark. Now we have Brooks digging in down low. Crouch down low against DeAndre Edwards, who got away from him, got the ball knocked away. It bounces out of bounds right baseline. Moorpark knocked the ball out of bounds. Number 12 for Moorpark, Jeremiah Gray, knocked the ball out.
23-point effort by Edwards so far in this game.
He has been the star of the game for the Condors, make no mistake about it. More than a third of the points. Here's the inbound pass, comes over dangerously. I might add over to DeAndre. DeAndre Edwards tries an 8-footer on the low left block. It hit nothing but the glass, and now we have a spillage of players on the floor. It's grabbed by DeAndre Edwards. Left sideline, he throws it over to Nunnery, and Nunnery's 21-footer, no good, front of the rim short. There's a reach in, and a foul is called on number 22. That is Eric Zambrano, his second of the half. It is a 19th foul for the Condors.
At the line for Moorpark, number 23.
Moorpark will be going to the line for 2 free throws. This is the front end of the 1-and-1 for number 23, who was at the line, Larry Bush, who was hit by Zambrano on the previous play.
Some rough tactics right there. Trying to play some hard defense. He makes the first shot.
Southpaw left hands it in. Number 23. This is Larry Bush, the 6'1 freshman out of Calabasas.
Not a bad game turned in by Jeremiah Gray also.
Both free throws made by the Raider player, Larry Bush. And now we have number 2 coming in for the Raiders. That is Justin Eisen.
It looks like he wants to get his point pad on right now too.
The lead is 87-69 in favor of the Raiders. Robert Martinez dribble drive. He got the shot blocked from behind, but he was fouled from behind by number 23, Larry Bush. Larry Bush scores 2 points on one end and commits a foul on the other end. Let's see if it translates into points.
A little give and take right there by Larry Bush.
Robert Martinez shooting 2.
In more ways than one. Robert Martinez, one of the Condors' best shooters, missed the first free throw, rimmed it out.
Got to hit those free throws. Those are crucial. In the end of the game, it'll add up, and yeah, it'll cost you.
He missed both free throws. This one in front of the rim short. The ball knocked away, but it's grabbed by Edwards, who tried an underhand circus shot, no good. Defensive rebound is grabbed by number 10, Shaquille, and Shaquille bounces it down low to the player, number 13, who laid it up and in for the Raiders. Larry Bush, that was 23, not 13. It was Larry Bush who laid it up and in. And the Condors surrender 2 points on the other end. Here's a ball knocked away in the backcourt left side by Larry Bush, dribbling against number 1, Robert Martinez. Condors retain possession. Martinez throws it in into DeAndre Edwards. DeAndre Edwards is working against number 2. That's Justin Eisen. And now we have a ball knocked out of bounds right side, and they're going to say last touch by the Condors. It was intended for Robert Martinez.
I don't know if it was Robert Martinez or the mascot he was throwing it to. Guess the mascot can make it 3 every now and then.
Condors could use a 6-man right about now. 23 has the ball for Bush. That's Larry Bush. And the ball was intended for Eisen. It's knocked away. And now here is a receiver for the Condors looking downfield. They did not see him. It was number 22, Zambrano. Here's a shot off the glass underneath, a little ladle shot by DeAndre Edwards. It's no good. And now the ball knocked away by Zambrano, grabbed by number 10. That is Shaquille, as in Moore. Shaquille Moore with the backhand pass, low right over to number 4. His shot goes up from 6 feet. Would have counted had it have gone. Did not go because he was hit too hard by number 1, Robert Martinez.
Looks like they're going to get another 2 shots to try to pad this lead a little more. Right now, it looks like the Condors are praying for pride right now.
Joshua Brooks shooting 2.
Joshua Brooks is going to be the foul shooter. The foul was actually called on Zambrano, number 22, which was his third of the half. And momentarily we will have 2 free throws attempted by Joshua Brooks as the Condors have their 10th foul of the game. The first free throw is no good, front of the rim short.
Game for Moorpark, number 21, Austin Howell.
Austin Powell. Make it Austin Howell. Howell, as in Howell, is in the game now for the Raiders. The second free throw is good. It's put up and in. And we have the Condors coming into the front court.
Okay.
This is DeAndre Edwards going against number 2. Got the ball knocked away. It's stolen, and number 2 had it. Eisen. Here's a long lead chest pass laid ahead to number 10. We have a shot block and a foul underneath. Number 10 was the shot. Was the one attempting the shot. That was Shaquille Moore. DeAndre Edwards gets the foul. DeAndre Edwards gets the foul. It is his 3rd personal, but the team's 11th. We have Shaquille Moore shooting 2 free throws now. He will be at the line momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, Guitar Center is a proud sponsor of these games. Guitar Center in Oxnard is proud to support Oxnard men and women's basketball games. They offer the guaranteed lowest price and also have 18-month financing available on all purchases. Go check them out. Did you know the Guitar Center also has a great band orchestra rental program? There's only one way to find out. You've got to take a step into the door of Guitar Center. They make sweet music. The free throw is good by the Raiders. And now we have number 3 dribbling the ball. This is a pass attempt that is taken by Eisen. Eisen stolen in the backcourt left side, drove all the way to the basket, laid it up off the glass in the front of the rim, no good. And now we have a long lead pass that's knocked away by Bush. And Bush gets it over to 21, who slam dunks it home. Number 21 got the outlet pass, Austin Howell, and slammed it in. Now Nunnery throws in an 8-footer off the glass, no good. Glass front of the rim, offensive rebound was applied by the Condor, number 4, Deshaun Nixon, and the ball was knocked out of bounds as his shot did not go in. Moorpark with a 93-69 lead with 3:04 left to play in the game. They are leading the Condors.
Timeout is called by the Condors.
The Condors have called another timeout here, so while they take a timeout, we're going to give a little shout out to the Tri-County Century. The Oxnard-based Tri-County Century newspaper primarily highlights current local, regional, and national news from a minority perspective. This is important. You can also have the paper delivered to your home by calling 805-983-0015. The Tri-County Century serves some 400,000 people throughout the county. Why don't you be one of them?
Nice.
You can also read them online at the TriCountyCentury.com. The Tri-County Century is a member of the West Coast Black Publishers Association, National Newspaper Publishers Association, and the California Publishers Association. They do good work. Give them a try. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, it's pretty one-sided. Looks like right now the Moorpark team has a chance to hit the century mark, and that's not what you want to hear from a Condor perspective. Number 3's been the star all game for the Condors. He just needs a little added help. Basically, they need to go ahead and play for pride for these next 3 minutes. I don't see a comeback in the crystal ball right now, but great effort out there by the Condors. You got to give it to them.
DeAndre Edwards wants to give the defensive goods to number 2, who comes into the front court. That's Justin Eisen. Eisen got it over to number 3. That's Cooper Pedato, whose name we haven't called in a while. Pedato gets it back over to Shaquille, number 10, as in Shaquille Moore. Moore dribbles to the left baseline, kicks it back out to 33. 33, 20-footer back iron long. Defensive rebound is over to Edwards, and Edwards gets it over to number 12. That is Terrence Nunnery with a 20-foot three-pointer left baseline. They get the shot. The assist goes to Edwards, and the points go to the Condors. 93-72. Shaquille Moore going against that same man Nunnery, who just hit a 3 on the other end for the Condors. Number 3 has the ball now. This is Pedato, whose name I hadn't called in a while. He's going against Eric Zambrano with 3 fouls and a half. Over to Eisen, right baseline. Over to Shaquille. Shaquille with an underhand left-hand pass. And we have a collision underneath the basket. Number 21, Austin Howell, is going to get called for the foul.
Foul on number 10, Shaquille Moore.
They're going to call it on Shaquille Moore. It's his second. It's his second personal and the 6th team foul. So Condors will be inbounding with a 93-72 deficit to try to work against. They'll try to do it with DeAndre Edwards bringing the ball in. Left baseline over to Nunnery. His three is good from the left sideline. Ring it up, the AT&T. Long distance shot of the game. Here's a pass backcourt right side over to Shaquille Moore. Shaquille Moore over to Pedato. Pedato goes over to Tyler Eisen.
Eisen respectively trying to burn some clock here so it doesn't look like a disgraceful effort in as far as sportsmanship is concerned.
That was Nunnery with the pass to a cutting number 3. That was Edwards. Got the shot blocked underneath. And now Eisen dribbling. Goes left side over to 21 Howell, who gets a shot blocked underneath. But we have a foul called. Number 4 is going to get the foul this time. Unfortunately, Deshaun Nixon with a good defensive play. And because we are in the penalty, we're going to have free throws on behalf of Moorpark.
Personal foul. He is now fouled out.
Hard-working Deshaun Nixon has committed his 5th foul, and in college, that usually represents an early shower.
At the line from Moorpark, number 21.
Joshua, number 10, checks in, gets a little rust off his shorts.
As in Rust-Oleum.
As in splinters.
Well, I wanted to dignify it there a little bit. I was talking about Rust-Oleum in terms of bronzing.
Oh.
That's what they put on. That's what they use to coat seating. That's what they use to coat wood. You want to pick the splitters? I was trying to pick the. I was trying to pick the paint. You're picking the splitters. I think B is a little more painful than A.
Yes, sir. I have to agree.
The 23-footer is no good. Front of the rim short. So the ball goes over to Moorpark with 48 seconds left in the game. Shaquille throws it down low to Howell. Howell working against Zambrano. Zambrano on defense. The ball goes out to Pedato up top. Left sideline over to 33. And now Eisen has the ball. Eisen is working against number 1. Eisen throws it down to Shaquille. Shaquille Moore throws it down low to number 21 Powell. And Powell is fouled by Zambrano.
Looks like he was trying to mimic the real Shaquille on that one with the drop step.
4th personal.
But to no avail. Good defense.
He did attain a foul on number 22 Eric Zambrano, who got his 4th of the game. So now number 21 will be at the line for the Raiders. His first free throw, it rimmed out hard. No good. He will be trying his 2nd free throw in just a moment. Austin Howell is the center for Moorpark. Shot the 2nd free throw short, front of the rim. It's grabbed by Nunnery. Nunnery over to Edwards. And now we have Nunnery shooting a 23-footer on the left sideline. Terrence Nunnery. And he will pick up the man with the inbound pass. That was Justin Eisen. Justin Eisen kicks it over to number 10, Shaquille with the ball. Shaquille Moore will hold this ball up. Game, set, and match. We'll go over to the Moorpark Raiders. The game belongs to the Moorpark Raiders, beating the Oxnard College Condors by the final score of 95-78, and we have concluded with that the KD television telecast of Moorpark and Oxnard College basketball.
Got to give Jeremiah Gray the player of the game. He had an excellent game. If I had to choose a player for both sides, for the Condor side, obviously Edwards is going to be the team captain on his making points and making things happen for the team. Reminds me a lot of Allen Iverson. Short, but gets in there, doesn't care how tall the other players are, willing to make a sacrifice with his body to get the play done.
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
95-78 was the final score here from Condor Cove. This was the male version of Condor basketball, and we will have the female version of Condor and Moorpark Raider basketball coming up shortly.